guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings, Tarot Reading from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. Hope you had a really good previous week. So we're focusing, week ahead, 1st to the 7th of September 2019, and we're doing the weekly check-in reading this week. So I hope that you guys really enjoy that reading, and enjoy your reading, sit back, relax, get a snack, and let's just have a look at what's coming in for the week, guys. And I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care. Hi guys, so this is your weekly check-in reading. These are the decks we're using this week. For your current self and theme of the week, guys, we are using the Fenestra Tarot by by Chatria. Key goal, obstacles to overcome, and anything you could be accomplishing for the week. We are using the Hidden Tarot of the Hidden Realm by Julia, Jeffrey, and Barbara Moore. Anything that you need to avoid, anything you need to embrace, and where you can find support, we use the Witch's Tarot by Deborah Blake. And for what we do now on the other reading, we don't do the 15 card reading anymore. We just focus 10 cards on your work and 10 cards on romance. For that, we use the Tarot Grand Luxe. And for your spiritual advice on this area, we use the Angel Answers by Doreen Virtue Radley Valentine. Spiritual advice on your 20 card reading at the end, we use the Angel Answers. We use the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue and the Angel of Abundance by Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue. Okay, and also any other additional spiritual advice, we use the Answer deck. Alright, sit back guys and enjoy. Okay, hi Aries, welcome to Carol's Universe. So we're going to do your reading for you. Let's have a look at who you are this week, Aries. You are the Nine of Wands. I mean, you know, the Nine of Wands has several connotations to it. Number one, you might be one step away from achieving something. You can see that this person is looking towards this card, so we need to see what that card is. The Nine of Wands can also mean perseverance. So some of you guys might be persevering. You might be tired, you might be exhausted, but you're not giving up. That's the Nine of Wands for you. But the Nine of Wands can also mean to be cautious as well, and to be extraordinarily territorial. So some of you guys might be extraordinarily protective and territorial. This can also mean to be cautious with the Nine of Wands energy, and it can also mean to be on edge. Let's have a look at what the next card is. Three of Wands. Again, when I look at both cards, I think that you are waiting. Three of Wands, the week is all about the Three of Wands. You guys are waiting. I think you're on edge. I think you've been waiting for something here. Because the Three of Wands is all about waiting for those ships to come in. And the Nine of Wands works very nicely with that card, because it almost indicates somebody who is on edge. If you think about, for example, breaking up with someone, the Nine of Wands as a card indicates waiting by the phone. Or every time your mobile goes off, you think it's this person that's going to, that's on the phone. So you're always kind of waiting in anticipation. The Nine of Wands is a card about anticipation. So I actually feel that the energy that you were experiencing this week, Aries, is really quite high. And some of you guys are probably waiting, Three of Wands, in anticipation for something to happen. Let's have a look at what the goal that is that you have for the week. The Ace of Coins, is that meant to be reversed? No, they're not meant to be reversed. Yeah, sorry, I put them down the wrong way. So we're going to turn these here. Alright, so your goal for the week is the Ace of Pentacles, and usually this is about starting a new venture, is the Ace of Coins. I mean, it might be to move home, because Ace of Coins is a moving home card, new beginnings on a material plane, so that can be definitely a moving home. The Ace of Coins can also be receiving money, so maybe the goal is to get some money. Maybe you guys are waiting in anticipation for some money to come through with the Ace of Coins, because that's your goal. Ace of Coins can also be as a goal for the week. It's to start planting a seed. So this is all about planting a seed and watching it grow, because Pentacles are seeds. So you might be waiting in anticipation for something to happen. It might be that the goal connected to this is something that you are waiting to happen so that you can start planting a new seed for the future, whatever that is. Maybe you're waiting for some money to come through so you can start investing or building on something or buying something or whatever the case might be. Let's have a look at what the obstacle is that stands in your way. The Fool. I think you've made a mistake. I think you've made a mistake. Because the Fool means to make a mistake. I think you guys are anxiously waiting for something to happen this week, coming in, Aries. And it feels like your goal is to get some money, perhaps, with the Eight of Coins. But it feels like the reason why you're waiting is, for example, if you had to fill a form in, or if you had to fill something on online, maybe you made a mistake with the Fool energy, because it's naivety is the Fool. So the obstacle that you might need to overcome is that there's something, I think this is something you did. It feels like you made a mistake with that Fool energy. It stops you, I think this is stopping whatever it is you're waiting for. I think this is stopping you from getting whatever it is that you're waiting for. Looks to me with the Fool energy you've made a mistake. What could you be accomplishing by the end of the week? The Ten of Swords. Well, you know, you could get what you want. The ending of the painful situation is the Ten of Swords. It feels like it's been a painful wait for you guys, because can you see how you're actually waiting for those ships to come in? You're waiting. You're anxious. Both cards indicate waiting, but with the Three of Wands, this is anxiously. Sorry, with the Nine of Wands, this is anxiously wait. You're always on tenterhooks. If the doorbell rings, you're like, oh, is it them? If the phone rings, it's, oh, is it them? So this is somebody who's always kind of on edge. And it feels like you've been waiting for those ships to come in. You've been waiting for something to happen. It looks like your goal might be to get some money. The Ace of Coins energy showing here. But the obstacle that stands in your way is the Fool. The Fool, for me, smacks of you, Aries. You made a mistake. But you could be accomplishing by the end of the week the ending to this painful wait with that Ten of Swords. What do you need to avoid this week? The Eight of Coins. I think that this is continuously... Because the Eight of Coins isn't all about work. Sometimes this is continuously bashing away at something. So you might be continuously talking about something with the Eight of Coins energy showing there. You might be repeating an action, for example. Maybe you need to avoid repeating the action, because the Eight of Coins is like... Do you see what I mean? It's like that. So it's like repeating an action. You need to avoid repeating the same. So, I don't know what this is. If you're actually waiting for something to come in, and then but you've made a mistake, which is why it's not coming in, and you're wanting to, your goal is to receive, I mean, this doesn't even have to be money. Pentacles represent a package as well. They're a product, so maybe the goal is to receive a product here. But maybe you go back and you order another product. It's just an example. Well, maybe you need to avoid repeating the same thing, repeating the Eight of Coins, the same mistake with the Fool energy. Do you see what I mean? You probably need to avoid making the same mistake. Maybe you need to look more closely to whatever it is that you wrote down, or what you did. Did you write the right address down? That type of thing. What do you need to embrace? The Queen of Wands energy. Okay. Need to embrace the Queen of Wands. I mean, this could be a person. Maybe this is somebody who can act on behalf of you. But then, of course, this is you. This is you. I feel that you need to embrace it. You have the ability, and you have the confidence to perhaps correct, I think, this action of the Fool. Because that's you actually, Aries, isn't it? The Queen of Wands. And she is a highly action-orientated card. Now, if there is a mistake that is made with the Fool, she's going to correct it with her wand. And the wand is the wand of magic, so it can make anything well again, anything good again. So maybe you need to embrace the idea that you have the ability and the tools and the know-how, which is what the Queen of Wands has, to correct this mistake, potentially showing here. Where can you go if you need advice or support? You can go to the Nine of Coins. I think that this is maybe a friend. Nine of Coins can be a single woman, or an independent single person who's just relaxing, somebody who's quite calm as well with the Nine of Coins energy. Could be anyone. It could be a friend. It might be an earth sign friend. It could be somebody who's kind of cool and calm and collected about everything. Might also be somebody who's got money here. So if you're waiting for some sort of money or financial thing to come through, because I get the impression, Aries, you're waiting here with that Nine of Wands. That's you this week. You're on tenterhooks. The theme of the week is you waiting for something to come to you. Your goal might be to get some money, Ace of Coins, by the end of the week. But the obstacle you need to overcome is that you've made a mistake here. Maybe that's why you're waiting for this thing to come through, because you made a mistake. It could be in anything. It could be the signing of the papers, or could be in how you wrote down certain information, that type of thing. By the end of the week, you could be at the end of the painful wait, the painful situation. You need to avoid repeating the same mistake again, though. You need, with this Queen of Wands, to embrace that you have the power and the know-how to correct whatever this mistake is. If you need help, if it's financial, go to somebody who obviously can help financially, maybe with the Nine of Coins energy showing up there, because that's the Nine of Coins. This is somebody who's got money, especially if you're expecting some money to come through, but you've made a mistake maybe in paperwork or information that you put in. Maybe you can go, especially if it's money that you need, maybe, just maybe, you can go to someone with this Nine of Coins energy who can sustain you and help you out financially. She is a money person after all, and she's very comfortable. Or this might just be a friend, somebody who's quite laid back, and somebody who can give you some practical advice as well, perhaps how you can handle the situation. Let's have a quick look at the advice cards. Universe Spirit, what's the advice you have for Aries on this reading? What's the advice you have for Aries? So remember, I read the cards, but then I stop reading when it starts making sense. Oh, that card again. A year from now, you'll need to be assertive. I don't know why he's telling you this a year from now. Maybe whatever I'm reading into is a very small thing for you guys this week. But a year from now, you're going to need to be assertive and trust. I don't know what he's saying a year from now, but that's what it's saying. And trust that there will be recovery. So a year from now, it's saying you're going to need to be assertive and trust that there will be a recovery. Okay? Okay, I think that's how much I'm going to read into this right now. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. But bear with me, I'm going to get you work reading. Okay, so this is your work reading, Aries. Let's have a look. 8 of Wands. So messages, swiftness, things suddenly happening. This could be lots of messages, lots of information with the 8 of Wands energy. That Queen of Wands shows it, but this is you. Okay, this is a need for action, because the 8 of Wands is driven energy. It's a need for action. So some of you guys need to take action in the area of work, because Queen of Wands, that's you, and this is a need for and this is action. So some of you guys need to take action. Some of you guys could also be receiving messages from a Queen of Wands. Somebody who is this is somebody who is career orientated, maybe an entrepreneur, or she's in a management position. But some of you guys need to take action, or you could be receiving messages from a Queen of Wands. Very driven, entrepreneurial, managerial type of a person here. The World. Okay, so this is a very kind of successful woman. Could be receiving messages from a very successful female here for some of you guys this week. I feel that some of you guys, or if you are the Queen of Wands, need to take action out in the world. It almost feels like you need to do more stuff, or you need to take action if you want to achieve your goals with the world energy showing up here. Queen of Swords. Could be another individual showing up here, a Queen of Swords. This is somebody who is very communicative, and somebody who's very open communicative-wise, with the Queen of Swords energy. And the Devil, all right? There could also be somebody who's quite controlling, I would say, because the Devil is a very controlling very controlling person. She's sitting with the Devil here. So the Queen of Swords and the Devil, for me, always kind of represents a woman who is extraordinarily direct in her communication. Somebody is very direct in the communication and very controlling at the same time. So you might be dealing with somebody who's quite direct and controlling with that Devil energy showing there. So it could be here, Aries, this week, some of you guys need to take direct action out in the world concerning work. Some of you guys, it might be you need to take direct action if you want to achieve your goals this week. And some of you guys, I feel that you could be getting a message from a very successful woman showing here. Okay, maybe she's direct and controlling, or this could be indicating maybe you're dealing with a very direct and controlling individual, potentially. It might be the same person, might not. Let's have a look at the other cards. We've got a change energy showing here. So there's an ending and a change coming in here with the Death energy. And the Ten of Swords. Okay, Death and the Ten of Swords. And ending something quite painful. Something's coming to a very painful end here in work, I think, for some of you guys. Because you've got the Ten of Swords energy showing here. Okay. Some of you guys also, the ending to feeling stuck on. I remember before I got this deck from Tira Marchetti, I looked at I actually looked at his some stuff on YouTube, and he explained this card to say that somebody feels like a victim. It's more about feeling like a victim. So it could be that this is going to end you guys feeling stuck as well with the Ten of Swords. If you've been feeling stuck, your feeling stuck is probably coming to an end. Got another person here, a King of Coins. This can also be accomplishing. Often when there's lots of court cards in a reading, it means there's lots of people involved in the situation. Or this can just be reading as an energy. King of Coins and the Hierophant. Okay, this is a very powerful leader, I think. A King of Coins and a Hierophant, and they're both Taurus. So this could be a very powerful businessman showing here with the Hierophant and the King of Coins energy. Sending a message coming forward. Knight of Swords is arriving. I'm seeing here, it's interesting because I just feel that there's lots of options around work this week for some of you Aries people. We'll read it in a few ways. I think that I'm going to read this area here. I feel that a very painful situation for some of you guys with this Ten of Swords. You might have been feeling a little bit stressed out and also very kind of stuck with that Ten of Swords. I think it's coming to an end with that Death card showing there, because what I'm seeing is there could be some exciting news arriving, the Eight of Wands, from a very powerful woman here, a very successful woman with that World and that Queen of Wands energy showing there, okay? This person may be quite direct and quite domineering as well, because the Devil and the Queen of Swords, she's very direct communicator, and the Devil is very dominating. So this person might be very kind of direct, and she might try and dominate, okay, the situation. So just be aware of that this person may not... It almost feels like it's an option for you as well. So this might be somebody who's headhunting you, Aries, and this person might be very direct and dominant. This person might try and be very forceful in terms of, and you do have the Knight of Swords there as well. So this person, whilst being very kind of vocally direct, very domineering and forceful with the Knight of Swords. I'm getting an individual coming in, direct, lots of messages, exciting news from a very powerful woman who is very direct, domineering, devil, and very forceful coming in potentially for some of you guys this week. Okay, so I think that all of this explains this one person here. All right, so we'll do that again. Direct, exciting news for some of you Aries coming in. You don't always have to read as that card just because this is Aries Leo energy, but lots of exciting news coming in from a very powerful, successful woman here who is verbally quite direct, possibly quite controlling and domineering, and very forceful showing up here potentially. All right, but also there could be a very powerful businessman around you guys this week as well. So I'm seeing a powerful businessman, and also, and this could just be saying, well, there's a lot of messages coming in this week, Aries. Number one, you've got a very powerful, successful woman here. She is very direct and very dominant and very forceful, but you've also got a very powerful businessman showing here with this King of Coins and the Hierophant, okay? This person might be in charge of a massive global company, because the World and the Hierophant can be like a global a global white collar company, and there's the powerful man. So you might be getting a message from this person showing here. I do feel if you've been feeling trapped, this is coming to an end, because I just feel that you've got all of these opportunities around you. You've got the messages from a direct woman. She's very powerful, she's very direct, she's very dominant, and she's very forceful with her opinions. You've also got a very kind of powerful, financially very powerful male, possibly showing up for you. Business individual, probably controls with that Devil energy a massive corporation here, a world corporation, because this is world and this is the corporation of the hero, so controls the a world corporation. You might be getting messages from such a businessman here as well, showing up. I also feel some of you guys, if you've been feeling depressed and trapped in your work, so death can also mean depression. If you've been feeling depressed and trapped within your work, maybe, just maybe, Aries, you need to start taking action out in the world. All right, so you need to start. If you might say, well, I'm feeling trapped in my job and I'm not, I'm not happy and I'm bored and blah blah. But if you feel that way with these two cards, the cards could also be saying, well, Aries, if you feel like this, it's time for you, Queen of Wands energy, Aries, to take action, Eight of Wands, out in the world. And it might be here that you meet these different people as well. Okay, that's what we're going to do, love, now. Bear with me. Okay, Aries, let's have a look then. So this is your love reading. Let's have a look what's going on here. Okay, so the Eight of Swords can show frustration. anxiety, fears, worries, but also a commitment phobe. Let's have a look. This is also about secrecy as well. Somebody's not speaking with the Eight of Swords energy. I think that somebody's been secretly working with this Three of Coins energy. Let's have a look. Nine of Wands though. So the Nine of Wands means to hold out on there. You know, the Nine of Wands. Can you see how he's looking across? Let me have a look at these two. He's looking across. Yeah, he's looking at... Can you see that? Look. Can you see how that Nine of Wands bloke is looking across? It's almost like he's really tired, but he's looking across at the Three of Coins. He can see that this person... One of you is... I think this is... you're involved with someone here. Somebody's getting tired of a relationship here, but they can see that you're putting a lot of work in. I think somebody who is really tired and quite frustrated by the relationship. So if this resonates with you, you're in a relationship or there's somebody around you, I think that one of you, Aries, is really, really tired here and very frustrated. You're not saying it though because you're the Age of Swords, so you seem to be internalizing a lot of stuff. But you can see that the partner's been trying to work. Some of you guys might be tired and frustrated because your partner spends a lot of time at work. Three of Coins energy showing here. Queen of Cups, opening up emotionally. Or it could involve a water sign. I think that one of you needs to offer a remedy. Because that's the Temperance card, is a remedy. This is all about offering a remedy. So I think that it's actually giving you advice. Aries, if you are tired and frustrated, because you're not seeing the partner work, it's almost like the partner does work, or the partner has other projects or things on. But some of you guys are tired and frustrated about your partner focusing on other things rather than you. Namely, one of these things could be work. I think if that's the case, Aries, you need to offer some form of a solution. Because the solution is the Temperance, and this is to offer. You need to offer a solution in the matter. Let's have a look at the other ones. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of struggles. Some of you guys are really tired. You seem to be struggling. You're frustrated, tired. Sorry, frustrated, tired, and struggling. It's centering, I think, around this Three of Coins. Somebody is very focused on their work here. I don't think that you're saying much about it, though. With this, it's almost like you're too tired to speak it or to say it. Let's have a look. The Four of Swords. I think that you're tired. And I feel that with the Four of Swords energy, what you want to do is withdraw. I think that this is getting too much now. And you've been thinking probably with the Eight of Swords here. You've been really thinking privately about withdrawing from the situation. Because all you see, you're really tired of this person just focusing on work, other projects, that type of thing. But they're not necessarily focusing on you. And I think that some of you guys have had enough. But the Eight of Coins shows up here. So the Eight of Coins is work. You guys, there's definitely two cards that are indicating tiredness. The Four of Swords and the Nine of Wands. That's like somebody's tired, they're gone to bed. I think you guys are really tired of this person focusing on their work. Because I got you being tired here of this and tired here of this. And I think it's bringing a lot of frustration and pressure into the relationship. Maybe you should offer some form of a compromise. Temperance is compromise. Maybe you need to offer a compromise showing here. Or work on offering a compromise. Queen of Swords. I think that you need to speak directly with this Queen of Swords energy. Okay, so Queen of Swords and the Devil. Again, we've got these cards showing up from the last reading. So this is somebody who's quite controlling. So this is somebody who's very direct and possibly controlling. Could also be manipulative. Quite manipulative, communicatively wise. So communication, but she's usually direct. She's usually quite direct in her communication. But this is somebody who's direct and controlling. Because the Devil is controlling. So this is somebody who is a communicator, a direct communicator. But at the same time, I think with the Devil energy, this could be somebody who's quite controlling as well with the Devil. Especially communication-wise. Somebody who's very controlling through the way that they communicate. Alright, so here we go. I don't think this is you, Aries. I think that if you have communicated in a really controlling way with that Devil energy, you probably need to try and offer a compromise instead. So maybe in the four cards it's saying you need to change up how you speak. Potentially showing up here. Because I do feel that some of you guys are really frustrated at a partner. I think number one, this partner works too much. They've always got their head in a book, or they're always studying and they're at work with that 3 of coins and the 8 of coins. And I feel that you guys are really tired of this with the 9 of wands. You're tired, you're frustrated, and you're struggling. So in the first 6 cards here, you have a partner who seems to only focus on work or, you know, their hobbies or other things. They're not giving you the attention that you want. And you guys are very tired, frustrated, and you seem to be really burdened and struggling by this. I think you need to communicate honestly, Queen of Swords, and offer with that Queen of Cups. Cups hold out our offers. Offer some form of a compromise here. Okay. Possibly this could heal the problem with the Devil. I'm going to read it like that. I think if you are direct, Queen of Swords energy, and you offer a compromise, I think this could heal the problem. Okay. Because I don't want to read those together, because I don't really get a sense of anybody being controlling verbally controlling. I don't really get that sense. Or somebody being really mean with those 2 cards, because Queen of Swords is already harsh enough in her, in the way that she vocalizes things, and this is somebody who can be very controlling at the same time. I feel these 2 cards always make me feel that somebody is very direct. They're quite harsh sometimes, communicatively wise, and they can be quite controlling as well with the Devil energy, because the Devil likes to manipulate and control. So somebody might be very kind of communicatively wise, very direct, but at the same time they could be verbally manipulative. But the Queen of Swords, for me, I mean, she could do that. She could manipulate or twist her words. This can be twisted words, or words being twisted, but it wouldn't fit into what I'm thinking about this reading. So what I will say is that some of you guys this week, you're getting to boiling point. 9 of Wands is boiling point. You're getting to boiling point, 9 of Wands, with somebody who's not giving you enough attention. They're just concentrating on their work, and you're really growing tired of it. You're frustrated, and you do seem really, really burdened, okay? I think that you need to communicate directly with this person and offer them a compromise. Offer Queen of Cups compromise, Temperance. If you want to heal with the Temperance energy, the energy of the Devil, the problem, okay? Because this person looks like a real workhorse. It looks like they just don't pay you enough attention. And I think if you want to heal the situation, you're going to really have to offer some form of a compromise to them. This isn't an ultimatum. It's a compromise, because the Temperance card is all about bringing 2 opposing factors together so they blend as one. So it's a compromise. If you want to heal the situation, the problem, you need to be open, honest, and communicate directly and offer them some form of a compromise, okay? Let's have a quick look at advice. Any other advice for work then, universe? Before we go, any other advice you have for work for Aries in 1 card, please? So we already did your work reading, but I usually do these at the end. It says, sever vows of poverty. So dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. And we're just going to ask for any other advice for love. It doesn't have to naturally pertain to this reading, but we'll just ask, is there anything else you want Aries to know about love? Is there any other advice you can give them concerning their love lives? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, and that's what it could be. You've got somebody who is completely different to what you expect and completely different to what you are used to. But I feel that if you communicate directly and offer them a compromise, you can heal the problem showing here, okay? Rather than maybe suffering in silence as well with that 8 of Swords. And finally, universe, in 3 cards from the answer deck, any other spiritual advice or just advice in general that you have for Aries for the forthcoming week. Right, it's telling you to have patience, okay? Have patience with a fair or grey-haired man. So have patience with a fair or grey-haired man this week, Aries. Okay, he's naive. He's the fool. So Aries, this week it's saying have patience with a fair or grey-haired man. This man's just quite naive. He's quite naive and he doesn't know what he's doing, or he's unknowledgeable. All right, this is an unknowledgeable, naive individual is this fair-haired, grey-haired person. So just have patience and understanding with that individual. All right, that's your reading for the week, guys. If you'd like a personal reading with me, go to the link below and you can click on the comment section. My website details are there in a link, or at the end of the video on the end screen. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.